just quickly show you the other ways in which you can change what goes to the stage display. The simplest one is probably to go up here. You go Screens, and on Stage, you can change the display. So you can go, we're in worship now. Here we are, lovely. So that's one easy way of doing it. Let's come down, go to the talk and say Screens, Stage Display. We don't want worship. We want 2 panes with the big notes and a countdown. Lovely, there we go. And oops, I forgot to start the timer, so I'm going to trigger the timer as well. So that's the second way you can do it. If you prefer to use the mouse rather than lit up buttons, that's the second way you can do it. There's a third way you can do it if you really kind of are concerned that you might forget to do it. And it's, if you look in the playlist, sorry, the library, you'll see that we have a hashtag stage for each of those setups, each of those settings. And you can simply drag that in for the sections. So let's have a worship section, drag it in, drop it just before the worship. And I definitely want the one for the preacher, 2 panels, big text, yeah, and a timer. Drag that in just before the talk. And then lastly, we'll quickly do one for video so that people get the countdown timer when we play the IKTV challenge. And now in our playlist, I click this slide to set the stage, and then I click play. And that's an equivalent way of doing it. And then thirdly, for the real geeks, and if you're still with us, bless you for being a real geek, you might be interested in how these hashtag stage slides actually work. And the answer is, let me just pause that to stop the distraction. The answer is actions. So you can set an action for this song. I'm going to right click on the start of this song, and I get the chance to add an action. I'm going to add an action, so you can add an action for a timer. So if you're doing like slide for a game and you wanted to start the time for the game, you can do that. You can add an action which is to do with changing the stage. And I'm going to say, change the stage display to being worship. So now, wherever else we are, whatever else is happening, if I click on this slide here, it's going to change to being the worship stage setup. And it'll stay there until I change it. So if you're interested in kind of getting a bit more detail, that's how you do that. And most people, I think, will use a bit of both, perhaps, or just the Stream Deck. So entirely up to you. I think that finishes, really. If you have any questions or problems or issues at any time, please do let us know. Phone me on my mobile day or night if you need help. I'm always happy to help if I can.